Okay, this is your last warning. Okay, now it's enough. Go to the corner and think about it. Okay, I count to 3. And if you do not stop, you go to your room. 1, 2, 2.5, 3. Okay, now it's enough. Go away. Or if you don't eat your veggies of the main course, there is no dessert for you today. Or I just come home after a busy day and my kids are totally chaotic. So I say, I'm working my ass off for you and I get this in return. Or I say something like, well, you just turned 5 years old. You're not this 3-year-old baby anymore. Come on, you can do better than this. So those were basically my interventions like 3 years ago. My parenting style was a cocktail of bribes, punishments, rewards, and coercion. And it was because I was very busy with my job. My wife had a full-time job. I had a full-time job. I was traveling a lot. I even did a master in finance on the side. So time with my children had to be efficient. And I thought that this was the only way forward. I actually never thought about any style whatsoever. And I was convinced that my friends were doing the same. Although I didn't know because we never talked about it. Now, 3 years later, and a lot of books and studies about the topic of development of children, I know better. And I have transformed my parenting style 180 degrees. In hindsight, I have realized that I was more like a sculptor that was working on his masterpiece, cutting out the behavior that I didn't like in order to remain this beautiful statue that was perfect. That was my child. And that's a very common approach because it's of a guy called Skinner, and he has this approach called the Skinner box, and that's basically the sculpture cutting out behavior that is not appreciated. And now I have transformed it 180%. And today I'm much more the parent as a gardener. So in order to blossom and to grow my little seed, I need to create the conditions that is perfect for it so that it could grow and root, have deep roots in the ground. So instead of cutting out, I add in water. I put it in a nice place in the sun. I make sure that the conditions for that little precious seed are ideal in order to let it grow. So I don't cut it out, I add in. And that's basically what I'm doing today. And it made a hell of a difference because time with my children is so much nicer now. It's so much better. And I see them flourish and grow and thrive much more than I did 3 years ago. And it's beautiful to see and I love it. Every minute of it. So that's my insight over the last 3 years. And that's what I write and talk about. And that has inspired me so much and that I want to share with all of you out there. So if you like that, you can keep watching and keep tuning in my YouTube channel, on my website. And I hope to see you in my next Monday morning vlog. And I always end with love from Lutzer.